Defensive specialist, number 7, sophomore from Anthony, Indiana. Number 5, Caroline Gold. Right side, Angela Lillard, a freshman from Carmel, Indiana. Number 9, Abby Murray. The 7, on the right side, the senior from Silver Washington. Number 10, Addison Beaver. Middle hitter, sophomore, from Indiana. Number 11, Maddie Payne. And outside hitter, sophomore, from Port, Indiana. Number 20, Cheyenne Seymour. And middle hitter for the Pilots, a sophomore, from Elko, Indiana. Number 8, Jacqueline Fernandez. The Pilots are coached by Katie Weeks and assisted by Peyton Murray. Get on your feet for the starting lineup. We are Taylor Trojans. Starting at middle order, a freshman from Whiteland, Indiana. Number 4, Sarah Scott. And a freshman from Yorktown, Indiana. Number 8, Jalen Belfort. The senior from Highland, Kentucky. Number 9. Grace off the right side, a senior from Pittsburgh, Indiana. Number 15, Ryan Surya. And a senior from Wheaton, Ohio. Number 16, Amanda Adams. And a center, a junior from Warsaw, Indiana. Number 18, PC Brad. And over there for the Trojans tonight. The senior from Foster, Michigan, number 7, Stephanie Whitefield. Your Trojans are coached by Aaron Lee and assisted by Paul Wilson.
Good evening and welcome inside Odell Arena on the campus of Taylor University for a key Crossroads League matchup tonight between the 18th ranked Taylor Trojans and the receiving votes Bethel Pilots. This is the Marion General Hospital pre-match show, and both teams come in north of 20 wins on the year. Taylor 22-4, 10-2 in the Crossroads League. That's good enough for second place. 2 matches back of 7th ranked Marion. Bethel comes in 23-5, just 8-4 in Crossroads League action. They are in 5th, a match back of the two-way tie for 3rd of Mount Vernon Nazarene and Iwu, and 2 matches back of tonight's opponent, the Taylor Trojans. It was a 5-set thriller the first time these two teams met back on September 11th. The Trojans came out victorious in 5. It was the first ranked win for Taylor since 2017 when they defeated Indiana Wesleyan here at home when they Wildcats were the 20th ranked team in the land. And that loss for Bethel snapped what was then a 12-match win streak for the then top 25 Pilots. So a big match tonight as the Trojans try to extend their lead over Bethel and keep their hopes of a top 2 spot in the Crossroads League tournament. Taylor will start. They will serve on the court to our left. It's from Carly Ware, whose ace ended the match on Friday against IU East. A slide far side, and it will be out of bounds on the try from Maddie Payne. Taylor gets the opening point as Payne comes in second on the Pilots in kills. Payne, the sophomore out of Wakarusa, Indiana. A third-team All-American a selection ago. She and Isabel North form one of the top front lines in the entire country. Dug by Dunsmore, far side. Adams tries to go back corner, dug to the sky by Vendel. They work it near side to Cheyenne Seymour. She loops it over, and it's dug by Fifield of Taylor. Near side to Cerniak. Her swing is dug, and it's back to their side, and it's tapped and dug on the try from Payne by the Trojans. In the middle to Dunsmore, who unloads, and Vendel with the dig attempt sails out of bounds near side, and the Trojans go ahead 2-0. Taylor led by 6th-year head coach Aaron Luthi. Bethel led by 5th-year head coach Katie Weiss, both alums of their respective programs. Weiss, an All-American back in her freshman season, and the Crossroads League Coach of the Year a season ago. 2-0 Taylor. Ware sends this short, saved by Vendel, popping it near side and through the block and down for Maddie Payne on her first kill. And that will get Bethel on the board, and they get the serve back. Bethel on the road black. Their libero Jacqueline Fernandez in blue. Up top, Cerniak taps near side. Fernandez dig attempt goes off the near side antenna, and it's a kill for Ryan Cerniak as she paced the Trojans with 21 kills, a career high when these teams met back in September. 3-1 the Taylor advantage here in set number 1. And it's Fifield back to serve, who leads the Trojans and Aces with 32. We'll get one here as Hickey plays it forward. Far side turning it loose. Ware unable to get the dig, and that's another kill for Maddie Payne. We do not see Isabel North out there for Bethel. Don't even see number 12 in street close. That is a tough break for Bethel as North leads them in kills, hitting percentage, and first in solo blocks. Isaacs lets it rip in the middle of the net as Grace gets her first termination, and the Trojans go in front 4-2. North coming off of a 14-kill performance last Saturday against Lincoln College. North leads, as we mentioned, with a .406 hitting percentage, which is 5th best in the country, and she has the 6th most kills in the NAIA and the 4th most blocks. Parrott's serve goes out of bounds. First service error for either side tonight, and once again, it draws Bethel back to within a point. So no North tonight, and so we see a little bit more of Michaela Whitaker, the freshman from Elkhart, Indiana, coming in on the rotation here. Payne out getting a breather, so the top 2 players in kills out, not on the floor right now for the Bethel Pilots. Taylor with the lead, leading 4-3. As Weiss's dig goes back over the net, she is the daughter of head coach Katie Weiss. Tapped over here, Fifield can't make the save, and Bethel ties set 1 at 4. That is Hannah Weiss, spelled with one N. And it's Madison Beaver back to serve. Leader in aces, 17 more than her closest teammate. Fifield saves, kept alive, and that's going to go down as an ace as Bragg's save attempt went flying towards rows 3 and 4 across from us. So the first ace of the night for Madison Beaver, and it's 3 in a row for the Pilots after falling behind 4-2. They take a 1-point lead at 5-4. Beaver in black, 10 in black, sends it over. Ware pops it up, Bragg underneath. Left sideline, Adams blocked. It'll sail out of bounds. Good communication by Amanda Adams to scream her teammates away. No need to touch that ball when it's sailing out of bounds. 5-5 in set number 1. Adams likes to serve right as the echo leaves the chamber of the whistle and had to hold the pace a little bit there. Weiss slaps it over, dug by Parrott of Taylor. Bragg behind the line swing. Adams tracks and goes back row. Popped high by Fernandez. Will right-hand it over here. Parrott to Bragg for Taylor. Slide near side. Isaacs elevates, and the dig attempt almost goes sailing back over the net, and it lands down on Bethel's side on the try from Paige Hickey. Second kill for Isaacs, and the Trojans respond with back-to-back points, and they go ahead by 1, 6-5. Adams right-hands it over on the serve. Hickey forward. Near side, lefty try. Diving dig Fifield. Back over the net. Saved by Weiss for Bethel. Payne works it along far side. Lefty try from Whitaker. Dug by Adams. Over the head tap from Bragg. Good save and good recovery by Bethel. And then Weiss will tool off the block near side for her first kill. But it's a violation against Bethel. It looked like Weiss, who played it off the block near side, just got in for the kill. But instead, it's a violation against the visitors. And Taylor goes in front by 2. Serve almost goes back over the net. It lands on the far side. Pinballs around and give the ace to Amanda Adams. Little miscommunication. I think Bethel thought that one might have gone sailing out of bounds cleanly. Instead, they had an opportunity to play it, but just couldn't get their hands underneath. Beaver sets it up high. Far side Weiss. Line drive out. And the Trojans creep ahead by 3, 8-5. Make it 9-5. A 4-point Taylor lead. Their biggest of the night so far. It is a Taylor versus Bethel night with volleyball, men's soccer, and women's soccer. All Taylor versus Bethel tonight on the schedule. Weiss near side, a punch over with a right fist, snuffed out by Parrott. Far side to Scott, and her first swing lands as a kill. Sarah Scott has been magnificent since the calendar turned over to October. Taylor has doubled up Bethel, and that forces a Pilots timeout. 10-5 Trojans in set 1 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Your heart. Well, your heart is everything to you and your body. and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
First of 2 timeouts used by Bethel here in set number 1. They trail Taylor 10-5 after having a brief lead. Did the Pilots. Taylor hitting an even .500 here in set 1. Fifield's dig attempt retrieved by Hickey. Near side, it's Weiss, and she'll get us on Taylor's side as Bragg and Isaacs couldn't close out enough on the youngster Weiss. Good response out of the timeout by the Bethel Pilots, who now have 4 kills and 3 errors. Taylor 6 kills and no errors for the home side here tonight. Rachel Vendel will retreat to serve. 4th in aces for the Pilots this year with 26. And a righty jump serve, floats over, and Parrott jumped in front of Adams and plays it out of bounds near side. So now it's the Trojans having some miscommunication on their side defensively, as Parrott leapt and poked it out of play. Ace number 27 on the year for Vendel. Goes right back to where it was. Parrott sends it up to Bragg. Back set to Isaacs. Goes cross court, and it's dug by the setter Beaver. Fernandez up high. Cheyenne Seymour ropes it over, and is dug by the Trojans' Fifield. Scott rises and is tapped, played, and kept alive by Seymour, and two-handed over near side on the attempt from Whitaker. But it's a double hit against 13 in black, the freshman outside hitter. Pushes the Taylor lead up to 4 at 11-7. Men's soccer taking on Bethel tonight, just across the way at Turner Stadium in a matchup of first and second place teams in the Crossroads League. And the women's soccer team up in the metropolis that is Mishawaka, Indiana, taking on the Lady Pilots. Near side, Seymour lets it go, and Dodane comes in and digs it back to the near side. Behind the line swing for Adams, a changeup that beautifully drops in right in the middle of the entire Bethel defense. Kill number 2 for the All-American Amanda Adams. She had 12 kills and hit 200 when these teams locked horns back in September. Dodane picks on Seymour. Beaver behind the line swing, rocketed over on the try from Vendel. Popping it back behind the line swing, Adams. She'll miss hit it off the forearm or the heel of her hand. First attack error for Adams, first one for Taylor through the first 20 serves. Or through the first 19 serves, excuse me. As a 20th serve will give Bethel their 8th point. They're down by 4. Libero Jacqueline Fernandez will send it over. Her libero counterpart received it, and then Scott ended it quickly. Sarah Scott back in the middle of the floor. Her regular learned position coming in, the middle hitter. Now the outside hitter. Just the Trojans moving 4 in white all over the floor. Bragg back to serve. Picked up her 2,000th career ace in the September matchup with Bethel. Far side, trying to sweep it over was Whitaker. Dug by the Trojans, near side, Cerniak, who just plays it out of bounds. Good eyes from the libero Fernandez. She was right on top of it, pulled those arms back as the ball landed just off her left foot. 13-9, the Taylor lead now. Remember, no Isabel North, the freshman of the year a year ago, the second-team All-American, and the leader in kills, hitting percentage, and solo blocks for Bethel this year. Far side, Dunsmore, the talented freshman, gets the point right back for the Trojans. So Scott and Dunsmore, the 2 youngsters, back-to-back kills, and the Taylor lead back up to 5. 14-9, the Taylor lead. The Trojans hitting .368. Bethel 4 kills and 4 errors. Taylor 9-2. Good opportunity for Taylor to add to the lead. Cerniak off the block as Seymour didn't get out in enough time. Second kill for Cerniak, and the Trojan lead up to 6, their biggest one tonight. 15-9, home side. Sidewinder from Ware. Fernandez forward. Backup setter Mullet is in. Big swing near side from Maddie Payne. Her third termination, and Bethel's going to need a lot tonight out of number 11 with no North out there for the Pilots. 15-10 the Taylor advantage. As Payne picks up her third kill, only one error for the third-team All-American selection a season ago. 5-point lead. Taylor. Cerniak trying to make it 6. It's dug forward by Hickey. Far side Mullet on the try. Swinging is Beaver. Dug by Bragg. Fifield over her head to Adams. And only to scoop that one off the floor is Hickey. Third kill for Amanda Adams. The Taylor lead back to 6. 16-10 Trojans. They did trail once in this set one, down 5-4. Since then, they've outscored Bethel 12-5. Fifield libero in to serve. A floater that's played in by Weiss. Far side Payne trying to track it. Cerniak. Make it Beaver, who turns it loose on the far side. Her second kill. Not only leads Bethel in assists, but also fourth in kills. So maybe it's Beaver that comes to help out, pick up the offensive workload for Maddie Payne tonight. And it's Payne back to serve. Rockets it over, received by Ware. Bragg up high, Adams, who smacks it off the front row of Bethel. Fourth kill for Amanda Adams. Just one error for the All-American. And Taylor leads 17-11. Parrott back to serve, tied for third on the team in aces. Received up to Mullet. Far side, letting it go on the swing is Beaver. Diving dig Bragg, knocked over by the right hand of Adams. Far side they go Payne. Beautiful tip down for Beaver, her third kill. Beautiful read as she let the ball come across her face, and the righty tapped it down with her fingertips. 5-point Taylor lead at 17-12. Mullet exits with Beaver the setter back to serve. Off the bench comes Michaela Whitaker for the Bethel Pilots, who trail by 5. Ware up to Bragg on the Beaver serve. Near sideline Adams off the fingertips. Bethel tried to save, and a good effort from Beaver will land at the bottom of the net. Fifth kill for Amanda Adams. That leads the match as Sarah Scott re-enters for the Trojans, with Adams going back to serve. 18-12 the Taylor lead. Taylor hitting .458 here in set number 1. 13 kills and just 2 miscues. Beaver saunters her way through. Trying to tag it over was Weiss. Blocked back over by Isaacs and Bragg. Trying to go deep, a line drive out of bounds by Hickey. The back row swing, too much juice on it for the 5'3" freshman from Fishers, Indiana. About 45 minutes away. And the Pilots will take their second and final timeout of set 1. Number 18, Taylor, leads Bethel 19-12 here in set 1, going for the season sweep here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
19-12 the Taylor lead. Amanda Adams back to serve for the home side. Taylor an ace and an error tonight. 2-0 aces to errors for the Pilots. Adams trying to get that first ace. Saved by Beaver. Tapped over nicely by a scrambling Bethel side. Bragg has to set her feet. Goes to the far corner and picked it. Oh, look at the swing from Casey Bragg. Fading away and picks the corner. The Trojans up by 8, 20-12. Trying to take a set 1 victory in commanding fashion. Near side, Weiss lets her go. Dug by Parrott. Bragg up top to Scott. Blocked over, dug by Fifield. Isaacs got a tap. It's played back by Bethel, and the Trojans lead by 9. Beautiful couple saves there from the home side. And their lead is sitting the largest it's been all night, 21-12, a 9-point clearance. Hickey, Fernandez, near side Weiss, a righty sweep. Adams digs, and this will go off of the platform on the near side. Second kill of the night for the freshman, Hannah Weiss. Bethel back to within 8, down 21-13. Weiss exits along with Hickey. Coming in, Vendel to serve, and Cheyenne Seymour on the near side. A lot of tape on the right hand and thumb of the server, Vendel. Does not affect it here as Adams receives clean. Bragg, near side Isaacs, tracked over her head. Vendel hops and digs. Drop shot down, snuffed out by Fifield of Taylor. Far side Scott, curls it far side, tapped up, dances back, and saved and two-armed over by Bethel. Pilots out of system. Isaacs trying to make him pay. Good block and a dig recovery for Bragg of Taylor. Left side, Scott tapped and slapped forward by Fernandez in the back corner. Seymour goes deep and is dug by Amanda Adams. Bragg underneath. Parrott will smack it over and it's dug in the back row by Vendel. Far side high, Whitaker, and that one off the top of the tape and dies in front of Amanda Adams. First kill for Whitaker, and that cuts the Taylor lead down to 7, 21-14. Taylor still hitting north of 400 at 406. Bethel, 9 kills and now 5 errors, hitting 125. Far side, Scott. Solo block, far side, Michaela Whitaker. First block of the night for one of the top teams, the top team in blocks. Coming in are the Pilots at 272, now with 273. Just the 7th solo block of the year for the freshman Whitaker, but she's going to be counted upon a lot tonight with no Isabel North for Bethel. Near sideline, Isaacs able to play the block. Bragg will set it up high. Far side, Scott. She'll slice the back row and get kill number 3. 22-15, the Taylor lead. Dodane will come in to serve, replacing Isaacs. Dunsmore back in there. She replaces Fifield. Dodane, the 5-foot senior from Hoagland, Indiana, with 5 aces to her name this season. Vendel up top, Seymour, good tap over, dug by a lunging Parrott for Taylor. Dodane works it along to Scott, who turns and sends it right into the net. First error for Scott, just the 4th one for Taylor here in set 1, as their lead is cut back to 6. 22-16, the Trojan lead, 3 points away from a set 1 win. They won set 1 when these two teams met back in September, won set 3 in extras, and then won set 5, 15-11. Calling for Dunsmore. Slide, blocked. Did she duck out of the way? She did not. Taylor thought that one went clean out of bounds. Did it get a piece of Dunsmore? She ducked out of the way. Not sure if she got into the net. Stephanie Fifield, the speaking captain, comes over and talks with our official on the platform. Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi talking to our assistant referee across from us, and now Dunsmore saying it went clean over her head, and she had to limbo out of the way. And now our first and second and officials will discuss down below us. It's a big point. It's either going to put Taylor 2 points away from a set 1 win, or it'll draw Bethel to within 5 and give them back-to-back points for the first time in a while. It was a quick play. Did not look like the ball went over Dunsmore's head. And judging by Maddie Payne coming in to talk with our lead official, I think this is going to go Taylor's way. And here we go. It will. So Payne relays the message to head coach Weiss, and Taylor's lead is 7, 23-16. Good athletic move there by Dunsmore to limbo out of the way of the ball. If it got any piece of her at all, it would have been a point for the Pilots. Bragg back to serve. She's tied with Parrott for 3rd on the team in aces. This one received nicely by Fernandez. Back set far side, Beaver. Good swing from the lefty, Michaela Whitaker. Her 2nd kill in as many swings. She'll exit as Caroline Mullet will come in to serve. And Bethel trails by 6 here in set 1, 23-17. Taylor's done a much better job of putting the ball down. 8 more kills than Bethel, 17-9 here in the opening frame. There, almost was number 18. Good dig by Fernandez. In the middle, trying to sweep it over. Bragg cuts off Adams, who was in front of her, and that gives Maddie Payne kill number 4. Second or third time we've seen the Trojans jump in front of one of their teammates when they were right there. The first time it was on a serve receive that led to a Bethel ace. This one leads to the kill for Maddie Payne, her fourth. Bragg races off the line, far side, and it'll be a double hit against Casey Bragg as she had to race out there to go get it. In comes the freshman Chloe Holtz to replace Adams in the back row, as Holtz's number has been called upon multiple times here in the last couple weeks. The converted libero trying to learn to play just to the left of where she normally is. She receives the serve cleanly, and then Dunsmore tomahawks it down. Fourth kill for Dunsmore. Great job by Holtz every time she comes in. They serve it right to her. She's unfazed, and that brings us to set point in set one with Taylor leading by 5. Ware back to serve. It was her ace that ended the match Friday against IU East. Mullet, near side, going to go get it and slinging it over is Payne. Dug by Ware. Bragg up top Adams, but the block will land on the far sideline. Beaver and Payne on the far side for Bethel. The second block for the top blocking team in the country. Still set point. Good close here for Bethel as it looked like the Trojans could have run away and hit up 22-15. But Bethel has stood tall. Still set point for the Trojans, up 24-20. Bragg, far side Adams, a tip, dug by Mullet backwards. Fernandez back to the far side. Beaver across, it's dug by Bragg. Five-field the libero underneath. Adams blocks, sidewinder will land just in front of Cerniak and on the near sideline. Third block for Bethel. The bend have ones back-to-back. And now the Pilots trail by just 3, trying to make Taylor work for it here in set 1. The Trojans with both of their timeouts still in their pocket if they need them. Bragg back set Cerniak trying to end it here, and she gets the home court bounce, deflecting off the hands of Weiss and Payne. Third kill for Cerniak ends set 1. The Trojans win the opening frame 25-21. We're back with set 2 next here on the Trojan Sports Network. Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the Athletics Department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MG.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
Beautiful first set for the Taylor Trojans. They hit 302. Bethel was sitting at even kills and errors for a lot of time in that set one. They have a finish 11 kills, 5 errors for a hitting percentage of 162. Taylor 19 and 6. Led by Amanda Adams, 5 kills for the Trojans, 4 for Dunsmore, 3 for Scott, 3 for Isaacs, and 3 for Cerniak. On the Bethel side, no Isabel North tonight. Not even in uniform tonight, did not make the trip south, from Mishawaka. So a big loss, their leader in kills, hitting percentage, and second in blocks. 2 for Michaela Whitaker, 4 for Maddie Payne, and 3 for Madison Beaver, and 2 for Hannah Weiss. Bethel with the first serve of set 2. It's Caroline Mullet, and the lefty sends it over. We're underway. Bragg off the net, and then Dunsmore scoops it over. Mullet in the middle, rising high. Violation into the net are the Bethel Pilots. We didn't get a number on who was in the net, as both Beaver and Payne were flying forward trying to get that first point. But Taylor jumps on the board first, just like they did in set 1. Fifield back to serve for TU, plays it to the near side, almost lands in. Beautiful route run there on the far side by Payne, able to get the recovery after the Taylor block. The Trojans get a tip on the Seymour attempt, and out to be two-armed over by Hickey. Fifield Bragg over Isaacs' head, jumped a little bit too early, goes off of her fingertips and out of play. 1-1 here in set 2. Seymour out, in are Vendel and Weiss, with Hickey exiting as well for the Pilots. Vendel with an ace back in the opening set. Fifield to Bragg. Back set Cerniak. Yep. That was almost too easy for Ryan Cerniak. 2-1, the Taylor lead in set 2. It was Cerniak who had a career day when these teams met in September. Career high 21 kills in 38 tries, just 4 errors, hit .447 to the former All-League selection. Mullet near side to Weiss. She blisters that one through the block try of Bragg and Isaacs. And Weiss gets her most emphatic kill tonight. She's got 3 of them. And set 2 back to even it 2 apiece. Payne back to serve. Little hop and a sidewinder. Ware to Bragg. Quickly off to Adams. A tip that's dug to the middle by Vendel. Mullet behind the line swing for Payne. Goes deep for Ware. Fifield works it far side. Adams through the block near side. This one up to the lights on the dig from Vendel. Weiss goes cross side as dug by Adams. Bragg on a second hit. Popped into the air by Payne. Good read there from Bragg. Feeling Bethel moving closer to the net and played to the wide open spaces of the far corner. 3-2 the Taylor lead. Mirroring how we had it in set 1 before the Trojans pulled away late there in the opening stanza. Mullet underneath, near side Weiss. She's blocked down. It's Isaacs and Bragg. Ashley Harrell, the senior who graduated a year ago, watching at home. She'll probably like that block for her pal and former classmate Isaacs. Tapped over, dug by Fifield off of 1 foot. Bragg saves. Isaacs wants to go back corner, and Vendel digs it back to the middle. Weiss rears forward, popped in the air by Bragg, popped over the net by Isaacs of Taylor. 2 Pilots almost run into each other. Vendel and Mullet, they avoid disaster, and the Trojan lead up to 3. 5-2 the Taylor advantage as they go for the season sweep of the Bethel Pilots. Taylor sits in second place in the Crossroads League. Nice dig by Adams. Fifield slips, and Scott will rainbow it over. Weiss digs. Mullet quickly into the air to the back row try from Minnan, dug by Adams. Scott blocked back over and controlled by Parrott. Bragg behind the line swing. Adams goes far corner and misses by a foot or two. Fourth attack error for Amanda Adams. Second one for Taylor in the frame. As Mullet exits for Bethel, Whitaker back in for the Pilots. Bethel's got the serve, trailing 5-3 here in set 2. Beaver smashes it over. Bragg near side to Isaacs, off the block, and unable to get the dig was Fernandez. Fourth kill for Grace Isaacs. Grace quiet in the win over IU East on Friday. Just 3 kills and 11 tries for the fifth-year senior. But Grace was efficient at Bethel in September. 10 kills with 2 blocks and hit .318. Trojans ahead by 2 here in set 2. Miscommunication as a couple players were in the same real estate. Bragg back set, Parrott behind the line as Bethel back in system. Sweeping near corner was Beaver, dug by the Trojans, Amanda Adams. Dunsmore hangs, punches it over. Vendel with a nice dig as Weiss will tool off the block near side. There's a lot of velocity coming off that right hand of Hannah Weiss. 5-3 the deficit. Make it 6-4 the deficit. Here for Bethel's, they serve to our right. Paige Hickey with the honor. Parrott hops and receives. Bragg, far sideline, Dunsmore. Watched it in, it's dug on the backside by Hickey. Whitaker, a little two-step, and she shuffled her feet and rainbowed it out of bounds from the far side to the near side. Just kind of caught Whitaker in no man's land. Wasn't really sure where that ball was going to come in at as the Trojan lead up to 3 at 7-4. Bragg back to serve. The leader in assists in the country, and she'll send that one into the net. Her 43rd service error of the year. It's been the one thing that Bragg has lacked in this season. The Trojans come in negative in that category. Aces to service errors, negative 30 on the season when the night started. 8-4, the Trojan lead. Blocked here on the try from Whitaker. Scott was there, popped it up, dug by Fifield. Near side, Cerniak hangs. Beautiful dig as Beaver goes down to a knee. Near sideline, Seymour rainbows it deep, and it's dug by Adams. Bragg gives Dunsmore a go. It's blocked, but it's dug by Bragg. Fifield, near side, Cerniak through the block and out of the reach of a diving Paige Hickey. 5th kill for Ryan Cerniak as Taylor leads 8-5. 3-point Taylor lead at 8-5. Here in set 1 with Carly Ware back to serve. Short one, Fernandez got underneath. Good save by the Pilots. And then Payne let it go. Fifield digs, kept alive by Bragg, but I think Casey got into the net. Nope, back row attacked the call against the Trojans as their lead down to 8-6. It looks like we're going to try and get the scoreboard fixed here. Says the Trojans lead 9-6. That's wishful thinking, but Taylor only up 8-6. Lefty serve from Mullet. Bragg up top left side. Adams right between Fernandez and Seymour. 6th kill for Amanda Adams, and now the Trojans have 9 points. That's prophetic thinking by the scores table down there. They're going to get to 9, don't worry. Just a little early, it's okay. Fifield, a little backspin. Mullet plays it along far side. Seymour tapped over as Adams hung into the air. Beaver plays it high. Payne in the middle, dug by Fifield. Near sideline, Cerniak from Bragg. Dig attempt to the scores table in row 2. Beaver gave chase, was ready to run up the steps to go after it, but Cerniak gets kill number 6, ties Adams for match high honors, and the Trojan lead is 4, 10-6. Fifield with the serve again, almost caught Hickey handcuffed. Beaver slaps, dug by Bragg. Fifield runs underneath, near sideline Cerniak. Blocked, but Ryan able to read. And then Isaacs tattoos one, but it sails out of bounds by 3 feet. Isaacs off the ricochet, tried to play that to the back row, just had a little too much juice. 7 points for Bethel in set 2. They drop set 1, 25-21 after a good charge when they trailed 22-15. They trail by 3, 10-7 here. Ware able to read the diving and dying attempt, block attempt out of bounds by Bethel. No! Will they say it touched one of the Trojans? Taylor ready to celebrate. That ball looked like it went clean out of bounds near side. Didn't really see what the signal was from our two officials. It was a block on the near side for Bethel that landed out of bounds. Did it hit Cerniak's arm on the way out? Didn't look like it. Fifield comes in to talk with our lead official. Remember, we had one of these in set one that originally was ruled in Bethel's favor as Dunsmore ducked out of the way of a block attempt. And so Fifield relays the message to Taylor head coach Erin Luthi. She doesn't like it, and it's going to stay a 2-point difference as the point goes back to the Pilots. They've scored 2 in a row after trailing 10-6, and it's Vendel with the hot hand serving again. Bethel in the court to our right. This one floats, and a good pirouette away by Ware. She was ready to play it in the back row, then snatched those hands away like she was touching something hot, and it sails out of play, and the Trojan lead back to 3 at 11-8. First service error tonight for the Pilots of Bethel. That's Parrott back to handle the serving. That monster topspin serve, trying to lock it in, took a little bit off as Vendel receives clean. Mullet, near side, Weiss, and she got that one on Taylor's. No! Solo block for Bragg on the near side. That thing happened so fast. I thought the ball ended up on the Trojan side because it was hit, blocked, and it was on the floor in the blink of an eye. Instead, it's Bragg's second block, and the Trojans take a 4-point clearance. Parrott to the back row. Vendel plays up high. Mullet back to Vendel. Little rainbow over. Bragg to the middle. Fifield for Taylor. Back to Bragg. Sets those feet. Goes to the back corner again and gets kill number 3. 5-point Taylor lead. And Bethel will take their first time out of set 2. It was a 5-set thrill when these teams met in Mishawaka in September. The Trojans in the front, in the driver's seat here in set 2, up 13-8, trying to go up 2-0 on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care.
5-point lead for Taylor in the second frame. No Isabel North, the freshman of the year last season, and a second-team All-American for Bethel, their leader in kills, out tonight. And Bethel has felt the effects. Near side, Weiss trying to pick up the load. Good dig from Fifield as she rocked back onto her heels. Steph will two-arm it over. Underneath is Mullet. Backside play, Beaver got it on the hands of Adams as she and Isaacs couldn't close on the far side pin. 4th kill for Madison Beaver, who came into the night 4th in kills and 3rd in hitting percentage for the Pilots. And BU could really use a big night out of 10 in black. Back to serve. Make that Payne who's now serving. Underneath after the receive from Ware, Bragg, and that'll be Adams who sends it into the net. 5th attack error for Amanda tonight. She has almost half of the Trojans' 12 miscues. And just like that, out of the Bethel timeout, the Pilots with 2 in a row out of the break, they trail by 3. Just about the midway point here of set number 2. Bragg in the middle for Isaacs. Beautiful find in the back corner as Payne couldn't get there in time. 5th kill for Grace Isaacs, just 1 error for the super senior. And it's a 14-10 Taylor lead. Adams ready. She lets that serve go right after the echo of the whistle leaves the whistle. Vendel to Mullet, backside Beaver, through the block and dug by Parrott, right to Bragg, off to Isaacs, tools off the block. Beautiful volleyball by the Trojans. Back-to-back kills for Isaacs. She's got 6 in the Trojan lead, right back to 5. 9 kills, 6 errors for Taylor in the frame, 3 kills, 5 errors for Bethel. Mullet backpedals, Beaver through the block, but right there on the near side was Parrott for the dig. Isaacs trying to go 3 for 3, and into the net are the Pilots. Abby Minnan, the guilty party, 9 in black. And it's now a 6-point Taylor lead, matching their biggest lead of the night. Adams just over the top of the tape. Back over the net it goes. Isaacs lean. She'll ricochet it off the tape as Mullet plays near side to Weiss. Over the solo block try of Bragg. Dug by Adams. It'll be Parrott behind the line. Blocked back over. Bragg got a hand on it. And there's the 3rd or 4th time that a Trojan has jumped in front of one of her teammates who was right in perfect position to dig a ball up or receive it on a serve. Fifield was right there. Bragg wasn't sure. Played it anyway. And it dies, and it's a point for the Pilots. They trail by 5 with Beaver, the setter, back to serve. Bragg, cross-court Scott, two-hand, good read by Whitaker. Off the ricochet, plays it right up that far sideline where nobody in white was. 3rd kill for Whitaker, and it's a game of runs right now here in set 2. The Trojans went back-to-back points to go back ahead by 5, and then eventually 6. Bethel's gone back-to-back. They trail by 4. Bragg saves. Isaacs gets it over. Vendel up top, back set, far side Whitaker. Adams in the back row for the dig for Taylor. Bragg on a second hit. Down to a knee for the dig is Beaver. Near side Weiss. The Trojans recover, and it's a diving dig for Adams. Bragg, far side Scott off the block. Fifield plays it up. Bragg will let it go, and it's dug into the air nicely by Madison Beaver of Bethel. Whitaker saunters in, down the line, out of bounds, as she took maybe one too many extra steps and played it off the fingertips or the outside of her hand. It was a beautiful shot attempt for Whitaker, but it's had too much juice, too much line drive, not enough snap on that wrist. And out of bounds it goes, and Taylor's lead is 5 at 17-12. 6th miscue for Bethel here in set number 2. Dodane comes near side, trying to get the ace, and does. A diving save by Vendel was all for naught. Dodane with her first ace. The second one for the Trojans, and Taylor's lead is 6. 18-12, the Taylor lead in set 2, going for a 2-0 match lead. Dodane back to the near side. Vendel receives on a sliding knee. Whitaker, the lefty from the near sideline. Dug cross-court Dodane. Dunsmore calls and gets. Beaver digs it high for Bethel. Far side Whitaker off the top of the net. Nice dig off a 1-foot for Dodane. Scott was a miscommunication with Dunsmore, but able to get it over with Scott. Beaver, quick set Whitaker through the block. Diving dig Dodane. Far sideline Scott to the back row and just out of bounds by a hair. But violation, Bethel against Michaela Whitaker, who got into the net. 19-12, the Taylor lead, and Bethel will take a timeout. The Trojans rolling right now in set 2, up 19-12, trying to go up 2-0 in our match tonight.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
(19-12), the Taylor lead. Dodane back to handle the serving. The Trojans with 3 players with at least 6 kills, 7 for Isaacs, 6 apiece for Cerniak and Adams, 2 more with at least 4, with Scott and Dunsmore added their name to that list. Whitaker dug by Scott for Taylor. Bragg on a second hit finds the back row, and now Bragg with 4 kills. 6 Trojans with at least 4 kills. Anyone with a kill tonight for Taylor's got at least 4 of them. And no one with more than 4 for Bethel. They've got 3 in that category. 20-12 the Taylor lead now. Beaver near side off the top of the tape by Payne as that one went off of her fingertips. And the Trojans rolling along like a runaway freight train here in set 2. That's attack error number 7 for Bethel here in the set. They've got just 4 kills. The Trojans have 7 miscues, but they've got 12 kills, and Dodane has got another ace. Her second of the frame as things go from bad to worse for Bethel in set 2. A 10-point Taylor lead, 3 points away from a 2-0 commanding match lead. Dodane, back-to-back aces. Dodane came in with just 5 aces on the year. She's got 3 in the set alone. And Dodane putting the ball wherever she wants, the shortest player on the floor. Vendel to Beaver, near side Weiss. Near side hit the antenna. 5th attack error for Weiss, and that brings us to set point with Taylor leading 24-12 in the second stanza. Dodane punches it over. That one almost went off the noggin of Weiss. It'll have to be Vendel behind the line off of 1 foot. Parrott, Bragg, Dunsmore to end it, and it lands in. Dunsmore with an emphatic end to set 2. Her 5th kill gives Taylor a 25-12 set 2 win and a 2-0 lead in the match tonight. Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the Athletics Department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams in the athletic.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
Both teams in set 2 had 40 attack attempts. The Trojans had 13 kills. Bethel had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They also had 8 errors. The Trojans had 7 errors. When you get 13 kills, that makes up for the 7 miscues. Amanda Adams along with Ryan Cerniak have 6 kills. They're all trailing Grace Isaacs, who's got 7. 5 for Dunsmore, no errors for Jalen. 4 kills, 2 errors for Sarah Scott. Also, 4 kills for Casey Bragg to go with 24 assists, 6 digs, and 2 blocks. As Bragg stuffs a stat sheet in September against Bethel, she's doing the same thing here against the Pilots in October. 4 kills for Weiss, Beaver, and Payne to lead Bethel. We're underway in set 3. Whitaker off the far side antenna, and it's an attack error against the freshman lefty. And for the 3rd set in a row, the Trojans score on the opening serve, where the one is back to serve right now for TU, the 5'8 junior from Sellersburg, Indiana. Came in as an outside hitter, is converted to a defensive specialist the last 2 years, and for the first time since set number 1, Maddie Payne gets a kill. Was over in the kill department in set 2, and a good resurgence for their second leader in kills in Maddie Payne. Remember, no Isabel North tonight, did not make the trek down with the Pilots. Their leader in kills and hitting percentage at over 400, one of the top players in the Crossroads League. And Bethel has missed the All-American tonight. Adams will play it out of bounds, and the first lead for the Pilots comes right here since they led 5-4 back in set 1. They lead 2-1 here in set 3. With lefty Mullet to play it over. Left sideline Adams, a laser beam that ties set 3 at 2. 7th kill for Amanda Adams, ties her super senior classmate Isaacs in that category, with Fifield retreating back to serve. The libero transfer from Spring Arbor comes in 101 digs from the most in a single season. Dig from Bragg, Cerniak, and then Isaacs pinballed it off the net. Beautiful point there for the Pilots as they go ahead 3-2. Weiss and Vendel out for Bethel. Seymour and Hickey in with Hickey to serve. Ware up to Bragg, back set Cerniak, sets those feet and gets a kill to the far corner. 7th kill for Cerniak. That ties her with Isaacs and Adams for the match high in that category. And we're level at 3 here in set 3. Parrott will handle the serving here. No aces for Nikki just yet tonight. Turns it loose, and Fernandez there for the receive. Far side, Beaver, she's blocked. Adams and Isaacs. And Grace didn't even know where that ball went. Turned around and thought it was on Taylor's side. Instead, no, Grace. That's a point for you. 3rd block for the Trojans. 2nd one for Isaacs. 1st for Adams. And Taylor goes ahead by 1, 4-3. Parrott rips it over, received by Hickey. Mullet way up top, and going to get it was Maddie Payne. After no kills in set 2, she comes out with 2 quick ones here in set 3. And set 3 back to even at 4. And Payne will go back to serve once again for the Pilots, who are clad in black tonight. Fifield scoops it up to Bragg. There's Adams, but out of bounds near side. Good read from Hickey. 7th attack error for Amanda Adams this evening. Had just 4 when these teams met in 5 sets back in September. And then the serve goes out of bounds by Payne. 2nd service error for the Pilots tonight, and set 3 is tied at 5. Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi, before that last serve, was telling Isaacs to really snap that wrist down, turn that wrist down, and drive the ball into the floor instead of getting a little too much line drive on it. Seymour near side will tool off the block of Isaacs and Bragg. Isaacs got up there, but Seymour gets her first kill, ricocheting it off the fingertips of Grace Isaacs. Bethel back in front by 1, 6-5. Beaver with 4 kills, 5 digs, and 6 assists on the evening. Parrott to Bragg. Quick setup to Isaacs, who laser beams it off of Fernandez. 8th kill for Grace Isaacs. And set 3 is even at 6. Isaacs out. Dodane, Dunsmore, and Scott all come in for TU, with Cerniak exiting as well. Dodane had 3 aces in set 2. Hickey plays it up to Beaver up top. Parrott touched over by Bragg. Beaver wants to go to the far corner. Nice little spinning dig from Dodane. Left side, Scott off the block, off the net. Bragg back. Adams leaps and plays it over. Good job by the Trojans to keep the ball off the floor. Whitaker, the lefty. She's blocked. Scott and Dunsmore, the freshman tag team on the far side pin. First block for each of those young ladies tonight, and the Trojans have got 4 rejections on the evening, as they take a 7-6 lead here in set 3. Whitaker almost played over. Beaver back set far side. Seymour. Adams with the dig. Cross court Scott. 2-hand shove, and it's dug by Fernandez. Up top, Whitaker, the lefty. Right there, it's dug by Bragg. Dodane gives it back to Bragg on the end line. Dodane with the assist, her 5th of the year, and the Trojans lead by a deuce. 5th kill of the night for the setter, Casey Bragg. Casey 2 kills and 4 errors against IU East on Friday. 5 kills and just 1 error tonight. Whitaker, change up. Dodane got her hand cuffed as she was just a little late on the dig try. 4th kill for Whitaker, and it draws Bethel to within 1, down 8-7. Weiss returns along with Vendel. Seymour and Hickey out for the Pilots. And it looks like everybody ready to go. Bethel with the serve, and they trail by 1. Down 2-0 in the match, losing sets 1 and 2, 25-21 and 25-12. Bragg avoids the net. Scott terminates. 9-7 the Taylor lead. Scott's 5th kill, a big one. As you can almost just feel everybody just kind of take a breath in when Scott leaps in the air to see what 4 and White's going to do. Bragg with the serve for Taylor. Fernandez and Libero receives. Beaver near side to Weiss through the block. Fifield slipped, and that's why the dig attempt went sailing into the Taylor bench near assistant coach Paul Wisden. 5th kill for Hannah Weiss. She's had 2 kills in both of our first 2 sets, and gets on the board here for the first time in set 3. Bethel a much better job hanging tight to Taylor here early on in set number 3. After the Trojans ran away and hit in set number 2. Cerniak will send it off the Taylor side of the net. They'll give a block to the Pilots, but it was Cerniak who sent that one off the top of the tape. 3rd attack error for Cerniak, 4th block for the Pilots, and they've tied set 3 at 9. Fernandez plays the near side. Good save by Fifield. Dunsmore trying to drive it off the block. Beaver quickly in the middle of the paint. Dunsmore got a piece, and Scott sent it skyward. Bragg back to Scott. 2-hand shove, but right into the middle of the net. 3rd attack error for Scott, the first one since set 1. And the Pilots go in front by 1, 10-9. And they're going to have the Taylor bench back up by a step or 2. Payne and Whitaker on the last block for the Pilots. They each have 2. Dunsmore off the top of the tape. Nice dig by Vendel. Plays it near side to Weiss, back to the middle, and Fernandez will right-hand it over. Adams to Bragg, dances, gets out of the way as Cerniak, and her swing is dug by Whitaker. Beaver near side to Weiss. She's blocked, but it's saved by Fernandez. Behind the line swing, Vendel a changeup. Bragg reads and saves. Adams left side. Scott waits for her to come back down. The block attempt dug by Adams, saved back, and then Amanda rainbows it over, but it's 2 arms and too far out of play. Couple quick saves there by the Trojans. Just couldn't get the last one as Adams was off balance. And now a sub will come in for Taylor. Sarah Scott will exit, and coming in for the Trojans will be the senior Nikki Sechrist. The last time we saw her get some real serious action was against Bethel back in September when she had 3 kills in 4 sets. Since then, Scott has shined like a shooting star. But right off the bench comes in Nikki Sechrist. She didn't play Friday. She comes in, no rust for 17 and White. She'll exit as Ware comes in, but a big kill there from Sechrist to bring Taylor back to within 1. Ware to serve for Taylor. Vendel to Beaver, near side Weiss. Good dig on the cross-court try from Fifield. Back near side, Cerniak. It's Vendel that lunges forward. They play it far side to Whitaker. She's blocked, keeping it alive and smacking it over and digging is Fifield. Up in the air, hanging and getting it over is Dunsmore. Slap to the back row where Ware digs for Taylor. Far side Adams, who rises and tools off the block. 8th kill for Amanda Adams and set 3, even at 11. It has been the cleanest night for Amanda, but a big kill there gives her 8 and the Trojans even at 11. Ware trying to get that first ace. Whitaker saves, and Fernandez rainbows it over. Bragg, quick setup, Dunsmore, blocked and good recovery by the Trojans. Fifield, Cerniak, beautiful tip, and just out of the reach of Fernandez. 8th kill for Cerniak, leading the way with Isaacs and Adams, all with 8. And the Trojans take a 12-11 set 3 lead. They're up 2-0 in the match, a convincing set 2 win. Bethel's been much better here in set 3. Beautiful find to the back near corner for Maddie Payne. 7th kill for their top offensive threat tonight with no Isabel North. 12-12 in the third stanza. Far side corner serve for Caroline Mullet. Bragg up top. Adams had to play with the left hand, but she spun it off the block. 9th kill for Adams gives her the match high in that category. It looked like that ball might sail over the net and give Bethel a chance to let her rip, but it sailed back. Good play from Adams with the left hand as Nikki Parrott waves to someone down below us. Mullet, slide far side, Payne, blocked, back over the net, lands out of bounds. Good eyes from the Trojans. Adams, ear-to-ear smile with Isaacs. 2-point, Taylor lead at 14-12. This one a deep serve, good recovery from Fernandez. Payne blocked, Fernandez back over. Isaacs slaps and finds the open space on the far side. 9th kill for Grace Isaacs. And timeout for Bethel. The Trojans have not used a timeout all night. Bethel just used their 5th. They trail 15-12 in set 3.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Taylor with another beautiful offensive set. 10 kills, 5 errors, hitting an even 200. Bethel 7 kills, 4 errors. They're hitting 136, but Taylor hitting 222 for the match. Bethel at 0-5-1. Taylor with a 3-point set 3 lead at 15-12 as they go for the sweep over Bethel. Payne up high, blocked back over. 2 pilots right there. Mullet shucks Vendel out of the way. Beaver near side, but Isaacs and Cerniak blocked it out of play. Madison Beaver gets her 6th termination, and Bethel's done a really nice job tonight of scoring points out of the timeout. They got a nice run at a timeout midway through set 2 to make things close before the Trojans hit the gas and pulled away. Far side, Adams over the world, and it's dug by Fernandez in the near corner. Seymour goes backside to Beaver. Isaacs has her hands on it. Fifield turns around and gets Adams off the block as she was fading away. And the Amanda Adams kill gets her to 10. She's the first Trojan and first player with double-figure kills tonight. And right after Bethel started breathing down Taylor's neck, the Trojans push the lead right back up to 3. Taylor with 43 kills. Bethel with just 23 tonight. In the middle, Beaver. There's kill, make it Payne. There's kill number 24. 8th kill for Maddie Payne. But you can see how big of a loss no Isabel North is tonight for the Pilots. The freshman of the year last year in the Crossroads League and a second-team All-American who leads the country in blocks and also one of the top players in kills, a top 10 player in kills. Adams picks the near side corner for her 11th, and the Taylor lead up to 3 once again. But no Isabel North has been a big storyline for the receiving votes Bethel Pilots tonight. 6th in the country in kills, 5th in hitting percentage, and 4th in total blocks. Unavailable tonight. The block attempt will spin on the net and will carry out of bounds near side on the try from Scott and Isaacs. Beaver with the kill, her 7th. And the two teams trade points back and forth. Bethel draws back to within 2, down 17-15. They trailed 2-0 in the match. Lost set 1, 25-21, and lost 25-12 in set 2. Back over the net, popped back over. Isaacs recovers. Bragg, far side, Scott. Little sidearm drive that Fernandez was unable to dig. 6th kill for Scott, and again the Trojan lead back to 3. Serves are running out here for Bethel if they can, hoping for a comeback here in set 3. They trail in the match 2-0. Dodane, who had the hot hand, serving in set 2 with 3 aces. Hickey to Beaver, hanging, diving and digging is Parrott. Far side, Scott, back row, out of bounds by a couple inches for Scott. Beautiful lunging dig there for Nikki Parrott. Vendel in along with Whitaker. Seymour and Hickey out for Bethel, with the Pilots down 18-16 in set 3. Vendel with an ace and a service error tonight. Bragg on the slide. Dunsmore, little tap off the fingertips. Beautifully done by Dunsmore. The freshman gets kill number 6. Parrott out. Cerniak in for Taylor, and Bragg back to serve. It was a back and forth affair in Mishawaka between these two teams in September. The Trojans, though, have been much better at getting key points right when they feel Bethel starting to build some momentum. Far side to Whitaker for the Pilots. Bragg on the near side gets the dig. Backing out of the way, Aaron Luthi. Fifield with the dig, and Cerniak with a swing. Beaver drop shot, and 3 Trojans stopped right at the last moment, but it's a back row attack against the Pilots. It was a beautiful attempt from Madison Beaver. The middle of the floor was wide open. But the back row attack called against her, and the Trojan lead is 4 in set 3, their biggest lead of the stanza. Fernandez off the Bragg serve, near side to Weiss. Haven't called her name in a while, and that one lands right on the back row. Our back corner official right on top of it. It landed right on the line. 6th kill for Hannah Weiss. Taylor ahead by 3, just 5 points away from the sweep. It would be their 14th sweep of the season. Dunsmore, too much line drive on the swing. The Taylor students begging for a front row touch. It does not come. First attack error by Dunsmore tonight. And a good little rally here from Bethel, trying to extend the match to a set 4, trailing 20-18 here in set 3. Bragg up top, Cerniak lets it come across the face, and it lands on the far sideline. 9th kill, Cerniak, and the Trojans 4 points away from the 14th sweep of the season. 21-18, the Taylor advantage, with Ware back to serve again. Little knuckleball over. Vendel, Beaver, up top, Payne, blocked, kept alive by Vendel. Beaver turns, finds, plays off to Whitaker. Nice dig by Fifield. Left sideline, Adams trying to go back row. Vendel plays it up to Beaver. Near side, Weiss, a rainbow that's dug by Bragg of Taylor. Near sideline, Cerniak from Fifield, and Cerniak gets kill number 10. 22-18, the Trojans. Ware wastes a little time, sends this one short. Vendel to Beaver. Far side, Whitaker, the lefty with a beautiful little tip that lands up and over the block and down to the parquet floor. 5th kill for Michaela Whitaker. And that stops the Trojan fun for the time being. 22-19, the Taylor lead in set 3. Ware Almost an ace as it went off the heel of her hands. Bethel looks for a double hit, doesn't come. Beaver blocked. Good save by Vendel, sliding in on a knee. In the middle to Payne around the block, and only able to dig it was Bragg of Taylor. 9th kill for Maddie Payne. Trying to pick up the slack with no Isabel North tonight. And the Pilots to within 2. And the Trojans will get a sub in here. Chloe Holtz, she'll come in to replace Carly Ware. Second time we've seen Chloe, the freshman out of McCordsville, Indiana, tonight. Bethel played it right to her the first time she came in set 1. They do it again here, and she receives it clean. Up high, Bragg comes to get it. Dunsmore, right hand over. Fernandez up to Mullet in the middle to Payne. Back row dig is Holtz's. Far sideline, Bragg to Adams, and Fernandez dig attempt will ricochet off of Weiss's right shoulder. That gets Taylor pitcher Noah Huseman out of his seat. And a timeout for the Pilots. They trail 23-20. Taylor's got the serve 2 points away from a sweep over the Pilots. Next.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Taylor up 23-20 with the serve. Fifield, Holtz, Bragg, Cerniak, Adams, Isaacs, the Taylor 6. Off the top of the tape. Good recovery by Vendel. In the middle, Payne up over everyone for a blistering kill. They get some much-needed juice back to the Bethel sideline. 10th kill for Maddie Payne, first Bethel player to hit that mark. And some life still on the Pilots. They're down 2, but the Trojans up 23-21 in set 3 and up 2-0 in the match. Hickey, received nicely by Holtz. Bragg saves, Cerniak swings down the line, dig attempt up and over, and we are to match point. 24-21 on Cerniak's 11th termination, as Odell Arena will rise to its feet. Taylor with 3 match point serves if they need them. Parrott, a calm right-hand service. Mullet, far side, Payne blocked. Dug by Fifield. Bragg up top to Adams. Off the block and down. And what a way to end it. Amanda Adams gets kill, lucky number 13. And the Trojans sweep Bethel tonight, winning set 3 25-21. And they sweep the regular season series against one of the darlings of the Crossroads League a season ago. We'll take a break and come back with a fun Ivanhoe's post-match show next on the Trojan Sports Network. Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the Athletic Department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back inside Odell Arena, Rick Johnston and Aaron Luthi, head coach of the Trojans, the now 18th ranked Trojans. It's kind of fitting that we play your brother-in-law's ad before we come back. I like this. I know Ivanhoe's is sponsoring the post-match show, but always good that we give Edward Jones a little love and Ryan Jones.
Shout
right?
out, Ryan Jones, the best financial advisor out there for sure. There's your shout out.
You heard it. I'm going to pause so they can cut that and they can send it out to all the people.
That's right.
You guys went 5 with Bethel the first time, and then you guys were on it tonight. Back and forth there in set 1. You run away and hide in set 2, and then you turn it on in set 3. What went into the convincing sweep tonight?
A lot of game planning. We knew Bethel obviously they're one of the best blocking teams in the nation, have one of the best hitters in the nation. Unfortunately, number 12, Izzy North, wasn't here tonight. She wasn't able to travel with the team today, and is out with an injury. But yeah, just, we've spent the last 2 days at practice focused on this match. We know this is obviously receiving votes in the nation. Very, very competitive team, well-coached team by Coach Weiss. And, yeah, just the ladies came out very focused in and executed the game plan tonight. I'm really, really proud of them.
I was there at practice. You guys had Monday off. I'm trying to remember your practice schedule, which is good. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, right? Back to work yesterday.
We practice both days.
That's okay.
My
days are
gone. We work
gone.
harder than you.
Well, that's not hard at all. At all. I poked my head in Monday, and you made it a point to talk about not just tonight, but this whole stretch at Goshen, at Spring Arbor, and at Indiana Wesleyan next Wednesday, of not just the importance of each of those individual matches, but of the importance overall of where you guys want to get to. What was that message, and why did you hone in on and try to drive that home instead of focusing on one match at a time sort of approach?
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, we've seen every team now. We know the caliber of their team. We know, for most part, what their game plan looks like, what their go-tos are, and we have to clean up and control our side of the court. We saw that in our loss against Thomas More. We saw that in our loss against Marion twice. It's a matter of we can no longer beat ourselves in specific areas. Mistakes, missed serves, being patient with where we're placing the ball, and picking up what Marion does so well is being patient, placing the ball, controlling the ball, and then going under attack. And that's what we've been really working hard on is, yes, we're putting together a game plan for each individual match. At the same time, we're continuing to push and progress patiently, respecting the process, but at a steady pace that we have not peaked yet. We want to peak at the national tournament. That's our goal. That's our vision for our season, without compromising our mission, which is loving each other and loving the Lord really well. And I don't think we're swaying from that. If anything, we're challenging each other and we're pushing each other with our mission, but remaining focused on that vision of peaking at just the right time.
Bethel was the darlings of the Crossroads League a year ago. Before last season, they had not won. I want to get this. Let me make sure I get this number. They had not won more than 14 matches overall in a handful of seasons. And last year, they come out of nowhere. They pair Payne and North together, and boom, away they go.
Yeah.
So is that maybe an inspiration that you and the team can take going, hey, yes, we might not have been where we wanted to be in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, go back as far as you want. But you look at Bethel and go, all you got to do is just turn it on and keep it going, and you can go to nationals just like them.
Yes. And, I think that's been an example. It's been an example for me as a coach of not compromising who I am as a coach, but respecting the process of what it takes to get high-caliber players in here, and not just from an athletic standpoint, but from a mindset standpoint. Obviously, volleyball is such a game of momentum. It's a game of mind games that you can easily turn it around, and that's why we play 5 sets, right, up to 5 sets. So I think just having the girls buy into our vision as a whole and what this has taken over, like building into this culture that's already been founded years and years and years ago, but like the buy-in of that, and using Bethel as an example of this is how quickly you can turn it around, but even more so like when we've been working at the same thing for 5-6 years now, it's go time. And we're excited about possibilities, praying that we stay healthy and chipping away at it.
You mentioned it right when you sat down. Balanced attack, that's what we planned on doing. Your 6 starters, everyone had at least 5 kills. That includes Casey Bragg with 5, Scott and Dunsmore with 6, Grace had 9, Cerniak 11, Adams had 13. You guys had 51 kills tonight out of your 123 swings. That is crazy efficient.
Yeah, crazy efficient. And our girls did a really nice job. And some of those kills were on tips and roll shots and things. And that's what we've been working on is ball control, placement. We can go up and hit the ball as hard as anyone in this conference, and up to, some of these teams will give a run for their money in the nation of how hard we can hit the ball. But if there's a big old fat block in front of us, it just falls that much faster and that much harder on our own side. So really being a parent, which I was excited to see a really good blocking team tonight. They challenged us on the block, but I think our girls did a really nice job and really performed to the task of controlling that offensive game. And, yeah, I'm proud of them for that. Very balanced and they did a really nice job with their attack for sure.
Defensively, 60 digs, 4 girls with at least 10 digs tonight. You had 10 from Bragg to complete the double-double. Adams had 12 for her double-double, 12 for Nikki Parrott. And then ho-hum Stephanie Fifield gets 14 digs because that's just what Steph does.
Yeah.
Explain to people the importance. I mean, obviously a dig is important. It keeps the ball off the floor, duh. But getting such a wide margin of 18 of the difference, how big is that, obviously, tonight to the sweep? How big was that 18 differential in digs?
That's a game changer of just who we are this season. You know, we were, I think, maybe 9th in the entire conference in digs last year, in digs per set, and really struggled with that aspect of our game, and that's our game changer. And honestly, like, here's Stephanie coming away with 14 digs, and they played keep away from that girl tonight. They were trying everything they could to do, or to keep the ball away from her, to hit the ball away from her. So, and she still, if anything, she gets like mad about it and goes and steals somebody else's ball and does a really nice job with it. But yeah, I think that's just a matter of, you know, DSs have a very thankless job. They don't get a ton of accolades. A dig isn't quite as exciting for the crowd as much as a ball to the face on the other side, right? In the name of Jesus, of course. But a matter of, like, that's the difference in just being able to keep the ball alive, being patient with our offense, running, transition, moves, and having second chances at balls. And, yeah, it's completely changed the trajectory of our team this year.
Big road stretch coming up. You're at Goshen Friday, at Spring Arbor on Saturday, and then at Indiana Wesleyan on Wednesday. Then you get a break until the 27th, then you're back here to finish up the regular season at home. How big is this three-match road stretch as you guys try to keep a stranglehold on the second place in the league?
Yeah, we got to be focused and glued in, take one match at a time. I'm very focused. I only give information for one match. So we got to go in and take care of things against Goshen. Once again, we're going to spend the night doing a little slumber party at the Mecklenburg Hurt household, so that should be fun, and turn around and obviously do our job against Spring Arbor, and then we obviously then prepare for our dear friends down the street before we actually take a break that next weekend. The girls, we're missing our Taylor fall break, but I'm giving them their own fall break. It's time for everybody to rest, but we got to take care of business these next three matches first.
It always helps having recruiting a girl that lives in an opponent's hometown. You can always use the home to as a free hotel, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Great job tonight. It was a lot of fun. Folks, I think the folks got their money's worth tonight. It was another rowdy bunch on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Congrats. You guys are now sitting at 23-4, 11-2 in the Crossroads League. And good luck on the three-road stretch. We'll talk to you at the end of October.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
That is the head coach, Aaron Luther. We're back to wrap it up next on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the Athletics Department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes. Back inside Odell Arena, those are fantastic sponsors. Edward Jones Investments, OPS, Fort Wayne Orthopedics, MGH, that's Marion General Hospital for those of you scoring at home. The Holiday Inn Express just on the other side of I-69. Best One Town Auto Care of Upland, Ivanhoe's, and BSN Sports. If you would like to be a proud sponsor and partner of Taylor Athletics, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Taylor soccer head coach Gary Ross, and we will get you in the right position to do so. Tonight, the Taylor volleyball team improves to 23-4 on the year, 11-2 in the Crossroads League with a 3-set sweep of receiving votes. Bethel tonight, the Trojans ranked 18th, falling one spot from 17 last week. The Trojans had 6 players with at least 5 kills. Bragg had 5, 6 apiece for Scott and Dunsmore, 9 for Isaacs, 13 for Adams, and 11 for Cerniak. Bragg dished out 40 assists, also picked up 10 digs for the double-double. She also added 2 blocks and 5 kills on her efficient evening. 12 digs for Amanda Adams for another double-double for her. She also had a service ace, 3 service aces tonight for Jessica Dodane. She came in with just 5 on the season. Grace Isaacs, 9 kills, a hitting percentage of .350. She had 3 blocks to pace Taylor in that category this evening. For Bethel, they were without their top offensive player, Isabel North. Maddie Payne led the way with 10 kills. She had 25 swings, 2 errors, and a hitting percentage of .320. Madison Beaver had 7 kills, 6 for Hannah Weiss, and 5 for Michaela Whitaker. 6 assists for Caroline Mullet to pace the Pilots. Beaver had 11. She also had 7 digs. 11 digs for Vendel and 11 for their libero, Fernandez. The Trojans had 60 digs tonight. Bethel had just 18. Taylor had Fifield, their libero, leading the way with 14. 12 for Parrott, 12 for Adams, as we mentioned, and the 10 digs for Casey Bragg. Taylor tonight was outblocked by Bethel, 5-4. But the Trojans had 3 from Isaacs, 2 from Payne for Bethel, and 2 from Michaela Whitaker. The Trojans on a little bit of a road trip starting on Friday night. They're at Goshen Friday, at Spring Arbor Saturday afternoon, then at Indiana Wesleyan on next Wednesday before taking the weekend off, then finishing Wednesday and Saturday, the 27th and the 30th against Mount Vernon Nazarene, and then Senior Day on October 30th against St. Francis to wrap up the regular season. The Trojans trying to keep hold of second place in the Crossroads League. They and Marion, the only 2 teams that have secured spots in the Crossroads League tournament, but Taylor hoping to get one of those top 2 seeds and guarantee themselves a home match in both the first and second round of the Crossroads League tournament. Special thanks to Kinsey and Michaela, our helpers tonight. No, McKenna. I am sorry. I am terrible. Michaela on the camera. She was fantastic tonight. I know who my people are, I promise. I just have to write it down sometimes. They were great. I'm going to get out of here before I put my other foot in my mouth. Wednesday night in a sweep 3-0 against Bethel. We thank you folks for tuning in. We'll talk to you on October 27th when Mount Vernon comes into town to take on the Trojans. 3-0 sweep for the Trojans tonight against Bethel. They now sit at 23-4, 11-2 in the Crossroads League. This has been a presentation of Taylor Volleyball on the Trojan Sports Network. Until we talk to you again, we say goodnight from Upland, Indiana.